Okay, shalom, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Once again, it's another video, and it comes to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Now, all praises and glory is due to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Okay, for giving us this knowledge, truth, especially in the times we're living in. So, I just got back from the camp, and this was a topic that was discussed at the camp. How do you know a true watchman of the nation of Israel? How do you know a true watchman? Because pursuant to the book of Ezekiel, let's read it. The Heavenly Father have set a true watchman to watch over the nation. And really, the Lord is looking for the elect of the nation. But even so, we're prophets sent to the nation, right? So Ezekiel 3:17 says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Now, an example of that is Revelation 13:16, which is a warning where it clearly says that Esau is going to make it mandatory. He calls it, matter of fact, let's go to it. Let's go to it. Now, I'm going to make a point that we made at the camp, but before I do that, let's go to the main prophecy on the table of prophecy right now, which is the mandatory implantation of the C-hip, which indeed is the motb. Okay? This is the book of Revelation 13:16, right? This is a vision that the Apostle John saw on the island of Patmos. And this is what he saw. He said, And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, we've gone through this time and time again. We've gone through the Greek word for mark, which literally means a thing inserted. The Greek word there is charagma, and the only thing that makes sense is that electronic CHIP, that electronic tag, right? Now, the point that I want to make, right, this is what the Apostle John saw on the island of Patmos. Now, there are Israelite groups that say that Revelation 13:16, right, which is a warning from the Heavenly Father, right, a vision that he gave to the Apostle John, right, these other Israelite groups, right, these other Israelite groups, and you know who they are, the main two being IUIC and ISUPK. Okay. They say that Revelation 13:16 is not talking about the electronic tag. You know what I mean by the electronic tag. We got to talk like that so that they don't take down this video, right? We got to talk in code. Okay, they say that it's not the electronic tag, but we know that it is. However, the electronic tag is nothing good that we're supposed to take. Now you'll notice, right? Not the IUIC, not the ISUPK, right? Those two groups, which those are the two main groups in the nation of Israel, outside of GMS, Great Millstone, you notice neither of those groups do any videos telling you whether that electronic tag, whether it's pursuant to Revelation 13:16 or not. You notice they don't do any videos telling you not to take it. The point I'm making is, all right, they say that it's not Revelation 13:16 is not talking about the motb, right? It's not talking about the electronic tag, the C-hip, right? But why don't you do videos saying that you shouldn't take it anyway? Number one, it causes cancer, all right? Well, number one, it's a violation of the law. What does the law say? Now, mind you, the IUIC, they're all a big proponent about the law. The laws, the statutes, the commandments. You have not seen one video from them saying, do not take that electronic tag, not because it's written in Revelation 13:16, which they believe it's not. Well, as of late, I guess they do believe. I got to correct myself there. But they're doing it in a sneaky kind of way, right? ISUPK doesn't believe it's the CHIP at all, Revelation 13:16. But either groups, right? IUIC or ISUPK, they are not doing videos telling you not to take it anyway. That's the point. I have not seen one video from either one of those groups saying not to take that that not to take that the CHIP, not to take it at all, whether it be of Revelation 13 and 16 or not. Do not take it. I have not seen one video from either group. So this is how you know that they're not the true watchmen of the nation of Israel. Okay, because when you go first of all, the CHIP, the way they want to put it in you is a violation. Is it not a violation of the law? Leviticus, what is that? Leviticus 19 and 28. They could do a video saying, look, GMS says that the CHIP is Revelation 13, 16. In the case of ISUPK, we don't believe that. In the case of IUIC, oh, well, you know, we're kind of warming up to it. That's what it sounds like. They're kind of warming up to it. But either way, we're going to do a video telling you do not take it anyways, regardless of what it is. Do not take it. I have not seen one video from IUIC or ISUPK saying that. So how can they be true watchmen of the nation of Israel, which pursuant to Ezekiel 3 and 17, that's what we're set up to be. We're set up to be true watchmen of the nation of Israel. How can they qualify to be true watchmen of the nation of Israel? That's the point. Revelation 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Like I said, I have not seen one video from either one of those groups saying do not take that mark regardless. Do not take that CHIP regardless of what it is, whether it fits the prophecy in Revelation 13 and 16 or not. Do not take it. Because number one, it's a violation of Leviticus 19 and 28. Let's read it. Leviticus 19 and 28, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. And mind you, IUIC is a big group, big on the law, a big proponent of the law, the laws, the statutes, the commandments. What about the CHIP? Is it not a violation of the law? I just read to you the law, Leviticus 19 and 28. You see the hypocrisy of that group? So my point is this: how can they be the true watchmen of the nation of Israel pursuant to Ezekiel 3 and 17? How can they be? How can they fit that? When the most important prophecy on the table right now, they're not even warning you about it. They're not even going into it and explaining to you that it's a violation of the Heavenly Father's law, number one. Number two, that it's really a test that the Heavenly Father is going to give pursuant to Revelation 3 and 10, Ezekiel 21, and beginning at the 19th verse, where it goes into where the verse says, as a matter of fact, let me get it so I don't butcher it. They're not warning you, man. And you know what? As we get closer and closer to the end, you guys out there, you're going to see who the true watchman of the nation of Israel is. You're going to see it. Okay? Ezekiel 21 and I just want to get right to the point. Ezekiel 21 and 12 and 13. Again, cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite death, therefore, upon thy thigh. Meaning, as you speak, and slap your hand on your thigh and get into it. Warn these people, this is what's coming. The sword is coming. All right? And that's exactly what's coming. Esau's getting ready to make this thing mandatory. Esau's getting ready to push heavy his so-called New World Order. He's going to go to the next plateau, making this so-called New World Order mandatory for everybody to bow down to it. Okay? That's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. Right? Now, here's the 13th verse. It says, because it is a trial, and what if the sword contemneth even the rod? It shall be no more, saith the Lord power. Exactly. Eventually Esau, the Yahweh Shem Yahshua, going to take Esau down, because Esau is going to go totally against the scriptures. Right? But the point is, it says, because it is a trial. So I have not seen one video from IUIC or ISUPK telling you that CHIP is really a trial from the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father is going to try the whole world, making that thing mandatory, regardless of if it fits the prophecy in Revelation 13:16. Regardless, I have not seen one video from either group. So how can they be the true watchmen of the nation of Israel? Which we're in a time now where the true watchman of the nation of Israel is needed. Even Yahushua said, watch as well as pray. Let's get it. So we're in the time where we need true watchmen. Those two groups don't fit that. What are they watching? They don't even know what to look for. Bear with me for a minute. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll get one that's even better. I say unto all, watch. This is what Yahushua said. So what are we supposed to be watching for? Huh? Are we not supposed to be watching for when Esau make that thing mandatory? And to warn our people against that thing, regardless if it fits the prophecy of Revelation 13 and 16 or not? Again, this is how you know they're not the true watchmen. Now we're telling you, Great Millstone, we're telling you that it fits the prophecy in Revelation 13 and 16. Okay? And on top of it, we're warning you not to take it, because you're going to receive what is written in Revelation 14 and 9. And that's why you're going to have martyrs pursuant to Revelation 20 that's not going to take the mark of the beast. Okay? And their lives are going to be put on the line for it. They're going to be martyrs. That's Revelation 20 and 4. Anyway, here it is right here. Mark 13 and 36. Least coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And you got many Israelites that are sleeping. You know, you got cats out there that are drooling, man. They're sleeping so hard. Okay? And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. So what are we supposed to be watching for right now, at this very moment, right now? Are we not supposed to be watching? Look, we even got a clue, right? Again, IUIC don't go into this. ISUPK don't go into this. We got a clue from this guy, Aaron Russo. All right, the video with Aaron Russo and Alex Jones, where Aaron Russo is telling Alex Jones about the encounter he had with Nick Rockefeller, one of the top banking families, the Rockefeller family, and how Nick Rockefeller told Aaron Russo, we want everyone chipped. We want everyone CHIPPED, which falls right in line with Revelation 13 and 16. Again, I have not seen the group IUIC go into this and go into the scriptures and break it down. I have not seen ISUPK do the same thing. They're not even warning you about that electronic tag. So what the fuck are they watching? And this brings me back to my true question. Who are the true watchers of the nation of Israel? Who are they? And this is why this is written. Okay, this is why this is written here. And those of you that really take this thing seriously, you're going to ask yourself that question. You're going to stop wanting to be entertained. See, a lot of you're still in that entertainment mood. And I give it to you. Both groups are very entertaining. ISUPK is very entertaining with their rapping bullshit and their stellar Passovers. The same thing with IUIC. But is that what this truth is all about? Is it about entertainment or is it about being enlightened? What is it? Anyway, Malachi, the 3rd chapter. You got to get past that entertainment stage, man. This thing of ours is not a source of entertainment. Malachi 3 and 16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and the book of remembrance was written before him that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. You got one certain group that denounces that name or those names, the name of the Father and the Son. Then the other group, every word out of their mouth is Christ. Anyway, let me just keep reading. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, which is another term for the elect, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the heavenly Father and him that serveth him not. So it's going to get to a point where you should be able to discern between who are the true teachers, the true watchmen of the heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and who is not. And you can only arrive at that stage when you get past that bullshit entertainment and start seeing this knowledge, this truth for what it really is, the seriousness of it, the gravity of it. That's the only time you can reach to the point of discernment, like it says here in Malachi 3 and 18. But just something to put on your mind, again, in conclusion of this lesson. How can these guys be the true watchmen of the nation of Israel when they're not even telling you whether the prophecy be of Revelation 13 and 16 or not, the prophecy of this CHIP, they're not even telling you not to take it. There's not one video that have come out from both groups telling you not to take it, regardless of what it is, whether it fits the prophecy in Revelation 13 and 16 or not. Do not take it, because it's number one, it's a violation of Leviticus 19 and 28, right? Because that's the only way they can get it into you. They have to insert it into you. So it's a violation of Revelation 19 and 28. Also, number two, that if you take it pursuant to Revelation 14 and 9, you will, as a matter of fact, let me get it. You don't see no videos on that subject coming out of those two groups. You don't see it. And that's a damn shame. But you know what? This proves they're not the true watchmen of the nation of Israel, pursuant to Ezekiel 3 and 17, Revelation 14 and 9. Let's read it. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, and it cannot be Christianity. That's not the mark, because all of us had received Christianity. We came out of Christianity, coming into this knowledge, coming into this truth. So how the hell could it be Christianity? Okay, but anyway, let's keep reading. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the heavenly Father, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Talking about when Yahushua comes back with that destruction. That's the punishment for those that take this mark of the beast. See? And it's not Christianity, okay? It's not Caesar Borgia / Serapis Christus, because all of us were mesmerized by that. All of us was risen on that, and we all denounced it when we came into the truth. So what is this mark of the beast? What is it? What is this motb, according to Bible prophecy? What is it? Anyway, on to the next one.